All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy holidays. I hope it's been a good one. I hope you have been able to spend a lot of good time with family and friends, doing the things that you love to do, whatever that is. I know it's been good for me so far, just spending some low-key time with the family and enjoying the cooler weather. Uh, yeah. So yeah, thank you for pushing that little triangle that means play and watching this video. I'm going to try to make it kind of short. I know it's going to be long, but I've got a lot of cool things that I want to share with you today. This is a video that I've been planning on making for a long time now. It's something that I wanted to get it out the week before Thanksgiving, before the holiday rush started and before people started to think about certain things. And things came up, got busy with the family, with work, different things, and it just didn't happen. So sorry about that, but still better late than never, right? So we're gonna make it today and get it up so you can watch it, so I can share these things with you that have meant so much to me in my life. Certain ideas and principles that have really changed my perspective on a lot of things. And if you have been following my ramblings on burning the script, you know that we've made a lot of change in our lives over the past couple of years. And we've gone through a lot of different things, and my mindset is constantly shifting and changing about who I want to be and where I want to go. It's not really changing in a dramatic way, it's just becoming more and more focused. So the things that I'm going to share with you today have really fine-tuned that focus recently. And this is something that has meaning to me, and I hope it does for you. So just a little bit of background. I am Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Savior, and I believe in God the Father. He is my Father. He knows me personally, and He wants really what's best for me. But I believe that He also allows me to make my own personal decisions and choices to guide my life. And hopefully that life I choose will be in accordance and kind of parallel with what He has in store for me. So you might be watching this video, you might have different beliefs, and that's great, because I believe that at its core, the main principle of this message applies to everyone, wherever you're coming from, whatever your point of view, your lifestyle. I believe that this relates to everyone. And you'll notice that if you look at the core of, it might be religious doctrine or just personal set of beliefs, you'll probably really relate to this. So enough of that. I'll just get started, and really before I get into the message, I'd like to tell you how this all came about. It was about 4 months ago, and it changed the course of my life, at least for a season. The things that I've been doing, I never thought that I would have some of the opportunities that I've had. And I'm starting to ramble. I'm sorry, I do that. So yeah, let's get to the point. So the story of this. July 8th was my 34th birthday, and it was a great day. We did some fun things with the family, just went to a little graduation for my son's preschool, and then just had a nice dinner and spent time together. It was great. That's the way I enjoy doing things. Then, the next morning, I woke up, and it was just weird. For the first time in a very long time, I didn't really have the desire to get out of bed and do the normal things that I would do. I just laid there in bed thinking, wow, I'm 34 years old now, and there are so many things in my life that I have not done, that I have not accomplished. And looking back on it, really, I had no reason to complain, especially the last little while. In our family, we have done so many things that we haven't been able to do before that. We've been able to volunteer at our kids' elementary school. Just in the classroom, I like to volunteer in the art program. It's like once every couple months, so nothing big, but I wouldn't have been able to do that before. And just awesome things have come our way. But in this moment, I was just complaining, and feeling really bad about myself for some reason. And not just in the things that I wanted to accomplish in life, but also in my fulfillment in my roles as a husband and father. And I felt like I was kind of falling short in certain aspects of that. And then in also sharing the message that I feel has been given to me. I've been writing for about 1.5 years now, sharing it in that way, and it's been great. My wife and my sister read it, and some other people read it, but not many people were hearing what I really wanted to share. And I realized that I really didn't know what I was supposed to be sharing. I was sharing the different experiences that I had had personally, that our family had had on the road to a more simple, abundant, and fulfilling life. And it was great. It was great to share that story because it helped me to have more gratitude for the things that I've been given and the things that we have been able to create for ourselves with the help of God and with the help of others. But, I didn't know exactly where that was supposed to go. So one day I was just feeling so frustrated about this. I couldn't think, I couldn't work. And so I decided I just need to check out. I need to go and run. And that's one of the things that I love to do. I love to run on trails, actually. And where we live, up in Heber City, Utah, there are some pretty incredible trails around. And this day I decided to go run a short section of a trail, the Coyote Canyon Loop. And the section I ran, it's pretty much all uphill, just switchbacks up all the way. I think it's, I don't know, I think that day I probably ran 10 miles. But anyway, that's not the point. So I went out and I started to clear my mind. And one of the things I do when I run a lot is I will just pray. And the way I pray is not getting down on my hands and my knees. I do that sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't give me what I need. I pray when I'm in action. I speak out loud vocally, and I just talk to my dad. And it has become so real and so meaningful for me when I do it that way. And I know there's sometimes where that's not appropriate, but when I can, I do it that way. So I was just running down the trail, talking out loud to my dad. And I was just saying, you know all this already. You're up there looking down on me. You have a perfect picture of what is going on in my life, but I just need to share it with you. I'm struggling. I'm falling short in my roles as a husband and a father, as a business owner, as a son, a friend, basically every aspect of my life. I don't feel like I'm cutting it. I'm not really measuring up to who I feel I should be for these people in my life. And also, you've given me this message. You've given me these experiences. And yeah, I'm writing about it a couple times a month at best, but I'm not really getting this message out there, and I really don't know what is it specifically that you want me to share. Why have I been given all of these different, very strange and awesome experiences in my life? How are all of these pieces coming together? And so I was just running and talking and kind of complaining and just being that bratty little kid that wants things. And at one moment, I remember specifically where I was on the trail, coming around to the south and starting to turn back to the east, overlooking our beautiful valley, and I just heard this loud voice in my head. Get over yourself. Seriously, stop, calm down. This is not about you. And wow, I just started to laugh. That's what I do when I have really intense experiences, whether they're spiritual or different other types of experiences, even intense pain. I just start to laugh. When we were getting married, my wife, she started to cry a little bit. I started to laugh in a room full of people. People probably thought I was insane, and I might be. That's to be determined, but it's okay. So I'm laughing, running down the trail, tripping over my feet. I can't focus on the trail. I'm just really in tune with this moment, and it's just so powerful and so real to me, so I have to stop. I pull over to the side of the trail, and I found this massive boulder, and I decided to just sit down, take a break, and just download everything that was going on. So I said, okay, look, I know it's not about me. I've had some amazing experiences. I want to share them, but that's not the message. It goes way deeper than that, and I know that, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to share that. I've tried. And this little conversation, I won't share the whole thing with you. It was amazing. It went back and forth a little bit. And I just said, okay, fine, I'm yours. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just show me the way. Tell me how to make it happen. And I couldn't finish running up the trail. I had to go back down. I was just, wow, feeling so much at that moment. So I made it down off the trail that day and was really thinking about this over the next couple of days, looking back at some of the things that I had written, some notes that I had taken from other people's writings and different presentations, different videos I had watched, and just trying to piece together what it was that God wanted me to share with everyone. And a few days later, it was fast and testimony meeting at our church. So this is something we do the first Sunday of every month. There's kind of it's a big combined group fast with all the members of the church throughout the world. And that Sunday, instead of having the regular meeting with the regular speakers and it's more of a free-for-all where every individual member of the church, they can get up there and share their thoughts and testify of things that have been meaningful to them, share their experiences, and just get real. And it's amazing. People always talk about going to church and being spiritually fed. Well, this is like the Thanksgiving dinner, all-you-can-eat buffet, everything of being spiritually fed, because it's coming from people's hearts. And more often than not, it's not something that they've spent time preparing or going over. It's direct from them. Well, in most cases, direct from God through them. So anyway, yeah, I enjoy it. And it was one of those days, and I was really feeling it. Everyone who was getting up to share seemed to be speaking directly to me. They were saying things that really, hit on a lot of the points that I had been thinking about in my life. And I was feeling it so strong that I decided, you know what, this is it. I got to get up there. In fact, I don't even know if I remember walking up there. I was up at the pulpit in front of the congregation, and I started to share. And what I was sharing was bits and pieces of knowledge and insight that I've received going back who knows how much, fitting together in new ways. Different doctrines of Jesus Christ, different teachings, also different life experiences that I've had, different wisdom from other sources, all coming together in a new light and with new meaning. And it was incredible. And I walked down and I sat back with my family and just contemplating the things that I had just learned that had been kind of revealed to me, I guess. And I heard that voice in my head again. This is the message that you need to be sharing. And wow. Okay, like I'm good. I'm excited. This is real. But I still didn't know how. I didn't know what outlet to do that through. I didn't know how that was going to look, how that was going to happen. But I had faith that it would happen. And because I had seen so many things in my life come together in different ways, that I knew in that moment that this could not happen, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, just super real, super strong. And I had the message. It would develop over time, but I knew what I needed to share. So I went home and I thought, well, I don't know how to share this. I need to find a community. And what do you do now when you want to find a community? Social media, right? It's lame. I call it anti-social media. But that's how you reach people. That's how most of the people have seen what I had written before, and I thought, okay, this is going to be my outlet. So I got on Facebook and I searched and I found a group with similar values to my own where I felt, they might enjoy hearing my story. So I connected with that group and I felt strongly, just introduce yourself. So I took a few minutes to really briefly write out some of the cool things that had happened to me and my family over the past couple of years. And I hit send, whatever, publish, and within a couple minutes I started getting replies from people saying things like, wow, this is cool. You need to share this message. Thank you. Similarities with the other people have had experiences in their lives. And I got a message from this guy saying, hey, Brandon, we need to talk. I said, okay, yeah. So this guy and his wife, they were putting together a Christ-centered minimalist retreat. And they asked me if I would come and share my story. And my first inclination was, I don't do that. I might pretend like I write. I might spill out some junk on the page for people to read, for my wife and my sister. Mostly I do it, I think, at that point, it was for me. Because I just, it kept me going, it kept me motivated to make more positive changes in my life. But I don't speak. I tremble when I get up in front of people. I seriously start to shake and I can't do that. Nope. But then I had a strong feeling and a reminder that the way would be shown to me. So I responded. I said, that would be great. Let's talk. And so we had a few phone conversations. They set it up. And this is what allowed me the opportunity to share that message. So I went that day having a very specific message planned to share. And I was able to go a little bit early and meet some amazing people and enjoy a really great lunch. Um, and then it was my turn to share. And um, I felt guided in different directions, and I shared things that I hadn't even thought about. And it was amazing for me. It was an awesome experience. And to be able to talk with a couple people after, to hear their thoughts and the things that had inspired them, proved to me that it was something that I needed to be doing, that I needed to share it. So I went home. The first thing, it was weird. As soon as I got in my car, I started to pick apart the message that I had shared. My delivery was way off. I'm not a public speaker. It was disjointed and jumbled and all over the place. And I was kind of feeling bad, like, oh man, they deserve better. These people, they paid good money actually to go to this retreat. And, you know, I kind of felt like I blew it. But then I was reminded about the conversations that I had with these people after. And it was incredible. And I felt inspired by them. And so, yeah, I felt I needed to keep going. So a little while later, I reached out again to that community that I had found before on Facebook. And I put out the offer. I have this message that I have been blessed with that I'd like to share with you to bless your lives as well. But I don't know how to plan and organize events. I don't know how to do that. If this is interesting to you, if it's something that you would like to hear, please help me. And a lot of people answered, and they started to plan these little events in their homes. And I was able to go several times and share the same message. The same principles. The message, the overall message kind of, it grew and adapted, and the meaning became a lot deeper. And over the course of the next, I think 3.5 months, I was able to share the message with several groups. And during that whole time, I felt guided in my preparation, my study, my just learning about different things, seeing life in different ways. And the message really grew and changed for me. And I was going to share that with you today, but this video, it's already getting long. It's already like 25 minutes long. So I'm going to cut it right now, and I promise you I'm going to get back and share the rest really soon. But that experience in itself, and maybe it's good. Yeah, I need to separate these messages, these videos, because the experience of being given that opportunity to share in itself was something that I needed personally, and that has allowed me to grow in ways that I don't think I would have otherwise. It's allowed me to really step outside my comfort zone and share from the heart. And I struggle big time. Making this video right now, super uncomfortable for me. If there was someone on the other side of this camera, I don't think I would be able to do this at all. So I guess the thing that I want to share with you in this video, and then I promise to share the full story, the message next time, stay tuned, is that we can overcome anything. We can overcome our weaknesses and our challenges in life, and we can be strengthened. And those things that were once weak to us, they can be some of our strongest points. And it reminds me of my very favorite verse of scripture of all time. I've got a lot of favorites, but this is the one that I feel speaks most to me, and it has for a long time. Maybe that will change in the future, but it's amazing. And I haven't memorized in Spanish, but I'm going to say it in English, so I have to look at it. This is a scripture found in the Book of Mormon. It's in the book Ether, chapter 12, verse 27. And if men come unto me, I will show unto them their weakness. I give unto men weakness, that they may be humble, and my grace is sufficient for all men that humble themselves before me. For if they humble themselves before me, and have faith in me, then will I make weak things become strong unto them. And it doesn't happen all at once. It's not a quick fix. Those things that I was feeling the day after my birthday, I'm still feeling a lot of that. I still have a lot of work to do as a husband and a father. My business, I need to redirect that, get that going back in the direction that I want it to go. And sharing this message, I've been given so many awesome opportunities to do that, that my confidence in my own abilities to open my mouth are, it's getting better. And I'm excited. I'm content with where I'm at in life. And that's the important thing. So stay tuned. Really soon I'll have the story for you. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Bye.